the viewership numbers are in. The Stranger Things season 5 debuts. It's the second highest viewership in history for Netflix, right behind Squid Game season 2. And as I said, because you got all these people, including Beardo, who's like, it fell off. Nobody cares. Yeah, they fucking do. Okay. People care about Stranger Things. It's a fucking huge show. I very big fan. A very big fan of the series overall.
So am I.
I did a rewatch of it, and I was very, very happy with it. And season 5 sucks. So season 5 sucks so far. Now, Ryan brought up a good point because Ryan likes it more than me, although he has problems with it too. Ryan brought up a good point about season 4 and how season 4 didn't get off to a strong start either, but it definitely came together towards the end. So we'll see. You know, I think Stranger Things is a perfect binge show. It's not a week-to-week show. It benefits from binging and the fact that they're making us wait. But here's my criticisms, high-level criticisms of the show. Too much woman power bullshit, all right? And not that I get offended by this per se, but once I start noticing it, when you start dropping GD at a level that it's noticeable, and they drop GD and JC in this show, in those first 4 episodes, at an alarming rate to where it was distracting.
Yes.
And I was like,
a lot of that.
It was insane how many times
the Lord's name in vain, saying gosh damn or JC.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. So, too many prominent women characters, and ultimately not enough emphasis on our main characters. The main characters is what I want more emphasis on. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I think this season would be significantly better with like 40% less Robin. And it's very obvious why she's around, and it's very obvious why they're pushing her so hard, and then threw her and Will together very quickly. And that part of it, I absolutely understand why people are annoyed. I don't think people should have to tolerate it or enjoy it. It's annoying, and there's kind of no point to it. She was Steve's sidekick, and that's what I think she should always be regulated to. But the things I do like about this season, it feels like, even though Mike doesn't have a ton to do, feels like Mike stopped being a whiny simp for 11 and is actually back to being the leader of the group. He's actually reminding people, yo, we got to keep moving. We got to do things. Nancy's always been what Nancy is. I'm not particularly annoyed by Nancy. I've
always liked Nancy as a character. I think Nancy's fine. I think she's bad. I don't like her in season 5 because
the moment all women
are badasses. When all women are badasses, no woman is a badass. I think Nancy is like the best Lois Lane we've had in a long time.
That is how I always have looked at it. She's one of the Wheelers. That's what they do. They jump head first into everything. That's how they do it. And we've had seasons of her being like this. The shit with the doctor was super cringy. There were some very cringy moments of dialogue in this show. But like I like a lot of where it's going. I like that we see Dustin, who's normally the happy-go-lucky guy, is kind of in this like depression spiral. Like I kind of think they set up a lot.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, but I actually kind of
what's going on with Dustin? I understand why that's happening.
But I also really, to me, and this is my personal opinion, other than when he's hanging out with Robin, I actually like Will a lot more this season. I like that he's not sitting there crying in a fucking corner all the time.
I think he's a terrible actor.
I don't think he's a great actor, but I don't know. I like Will this season a lot more than I did the last season. I could not stand him in season 4 at all because it felt like he just sat there and whined and cried all the time. And I feel like them paying off the Will the Wise character was kind of rad. I kind of dug it. I thought that they actually finally stopped making this kid a fucking victim the whole show. And I like that it wasn't based on anybody validating or accepting who he was as a person. It was like, yo, bro, just like do what Bob told you. Stand up for your fucking self and do something. And like he finally did.
It's too much gay.
Like I said, if Robin isn't in the show as much as she is, Will's arc makes a lot more sense and does not feel as
I don't disagree, but when you add another gay character and then they have gay bonding time and then he catches her with her cringy girlfriend, they have no chemistry and it's so forced.
But Robin's the biggest problem with the show.
1000%.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this now because spoiler alert, Vecna shows up. Vecna showing up was fucking rad.
Vecna showing up was cool.
That one kill, I'm like, what?
Dude, well, I fucking love that he shows up and like this is every time he's ever shown up and done something, he almost always wins.
Dan, I will tell you this. I know you haven't seen the show and you're trying to determine which one to do. I think season 1 is worth watching, regardless if this goes to shit, because season
1's a perfect season.
It's a perfect season, and it is right after that. So good. Like season 1 is fantastic. It captures all of that 80s nostalgia while adding some new elements to. Like it's so good. It's so perfect.
Also, this never fucking happens.
No,
like that doesn't.
That didn't happen.
The dad has no fucking clue what's going on
and the
at
mom
all.
got
Zero.
fucked up too.
But hold on, but zero
the mom
context.
didn't even kill the Demogorgon.
Hold on, zero context about anything going on. And his first response when he sees it is to fucking hit it in the face with a golf club. That's all. He just fucking swings on this thing, dude. Like I don't know why everybody. I keep seeing that. Like, oh, he's a bitch.
It's because she gets this. Like
it's again,
it's every woman.
Multiple.
Every woman has to have prominence. Every woman.
But it doesn't work. She gets fucking run through. And
she gets her like
hero
Mama
moment.
Weasley moment where she's like,
but so did the
not
dad.
my daughter, you bitch.
Yeah, but like the Demogorgon's like stands there and lets her approach him and hit him in the fucking face with a glass.
It stands there and lets itself get hit with a golf
club.
So I'm going to give my 2 cents real quick on this. Nancy Wheeler has always been insufferable. Going back to previous seasons,
I disagree.
Where listen,
I think you're just intimidated by strong women.
that's exactly what it is.
Go ahead.
When it comes to Jonathan or Steve, like Nancy is always the one holding the gun, and then when they go to the gun shop and Steve's looking at guns, Nancy's like, please, you're gonna shoot the Demogorgon with the gun, I'll do it. Like she's always undermining Jonathan or Steve. She's always the one with the gun. Steve is the one throwing the Molotov cocktail at Vecna in season 4. Nancy's the one with the shotgun doing it. Like she's the strong woman in the group. The doctor thing was cringe, very fucking cringe.
That was cringe.
The best part about this season was 11 and Hopper. Them in the underground, like 11 training and stuff, them going in and going into the base in the underground with what's her name from Terminator?
Linda Hamilton.
Sarah Connor.
Linda Hamilton, thank you. I enjoyed that. I like Dustin still mourning over Eddie and stuff. But honestly, this season has been a dud except for the last 30 minutes of episode, was it 4 or 5? Episode 4. The last 30 minutes of episode 4, fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Vecna, I like where they're going with Will and stuff. I don't like how what happened with Will is because of his sexuality.
Yes.
And him coming to terms with what happens. No spoilers, but with what happens to Will is because of him accepting his sexuality.
That's not how I see that at all.
He's super gay.
That, Mike, how have you not... That's 100% why they've linked Will with Robin and why Will walked in on Robin and her girlfriend making out and stuff.
I said that stuff was super fucking cringe, but literally
that whole speech of them in the tunnels, the whole speech that Robin gave Will in the tunnels and stuff of being Will the Wise and going the flashbacks and the flashbacks of him and Mike as kids, it's all about Will and his sexuality, him accepting that he's fucking gay.
No, it's about him not being a bitch and taking actual control of his life for once. She even says, "Stop looking at everybody else around you. They even looking into yourself."
Mike, they even did this. They even did the chant, "The power of one, the power of many." They even did that. No,
yeah, but because the fact that they go back to him remembering. Oh,
I agree with Beardo. By the way, I agree with Beardo.
My friends have always had my back. It's not about him thinking about I'm in love with Mike. That's why I needed to. It's just about him remembering his friends have had his back. And that he needs to actually stand up for himself.
He was thinking about some back, okay?
Shots.
It's a payoff to what Bob told him earlier, because that's why they show him standing up to the fucking mind flayer like he did in season 2. Because Bob told him, "You got to stand up for yourself, man."
Bob wasn't even in the flashback. It was just Mike and his brother.
But the point was he was actually standing up for himself for once.
But but the whole thing is he wants Mike.
The entire thing about that flashback and Will accepting all of that
he wants Mike so bad he became 11.
In season 4, he literally just simps over Mike the whole season. And it's really fucking annoying. He does not do that this season at all. this whole season is about him actually having some like autonomy and not being treated and coddled like a fucking victim and everything, and him actually standing up for himself. No, I disagree.
You sound like Binge.
Well, that's fine, but the truth is that whole thing with Will is because of him accepting that he's gay.
Yeah,
that's why they teamed him up with Robin.
That's the way I saw it. That's the way I saw it. And
I think that's how everybody saw it.
With that said,
I literally just said I didn't, so that's not how everybody sees it.
So 99.9%.
99.9%. Yeah. So,
but honestly, with what happens with Will, pretty fucking badass.
It is cool. It
was cool.
But he doesn't get that if he doesn't accept that he's gay, I guess. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, exactly.
That's not at all what it is. It's literally about him standing up for himself. That's why. That's why it's about
that he's gay.
So
it's not about him accepting he's gay.
Karen Wheeler is still hot.
The whole fucking season 4 is him being gay and everybody going, yeah, we know that you're fucking gay, bro. Move on with your life and do something else and stop whining and bitching all the time. He doesn't do that in this season.
I would say if he doesn't get that pep talk from Robin. He wouldn't. It would
He's gotten pep talks in every single season.
Right, but this is the one
that triggered it.
That's what the gay is what triggered his gayness.
It is all just been set up.
It's the power of gay. It's the power of gay.
It was like the power of accepting who you are and accepting that you're gay. Just accept that you're gay, Will, and then
instead of looking for everyone for acceptance, you got to look inside yourself. That hey, it's cool to be gay.
Stop looking for everybody else to validate you. That is literally the antithesis. That is literally the antithesis of what we're constantly preaching about with all these people running around. Validate my existence. You got to accept me and tell me how wonderful and awesome I am. It isn't Mike, going, Will, it's okay, I love you. None of that. It's just Will going, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna be a fucking victim anymore. And you know what, maybe I could turn this shit around for myself, and he does. I just don't see it that way at all. But
you like BVS.
I think you need to rewatch it.
So does Beardo.
Well,
I do like
gay,
BVS.
so.
But he also likes the Batman, so and the Batman's garbage. The Batman is garbage.
Big negative.
Really good. No, garbage.
The Batman is garbage.
It's better than BVS.
The first 3.5 episodes of Stranger Things was boring, but the last 30 minutes was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it's this is why this is where I will. I think that there are shows that are binge shows, and I think that there are weekly shows. I think Pluribus is a perfect weekly show.
Yes.
I think Stranger Things is a binge show, and it is struggling right now with the fact that we're having to sit here and wait to see what the hell happens, because those first 3 episodes were bad. Those first 3 episodes were bad.
I would have preferred them to just show all of it and then just save the final episode for like a big event, like because they're releasing it in theaters and stuff. But yeah, breaking it up into 3 parts is a mistake.
So we'll see. But with that said, it's a huge hit. We knew it was going to be a huge success, and we'll see what happens. So I think that that episode 4 is like one of the highest rated TV shows on IMDb.
Yeah. Also, I've seen a bunch of people say stuff about like the guns being not effective against a Demogorgon. If you're a D&D player, which they base a lot of this on, the Demogorgon is resistant to piercing damage like guns and stuff. Anytime it ever actually gets injured is by fire or with somebody slashing it with something. That's why you can kill it with a sword, but you can't kill it with a bat. That's
did
how
you
it
notice
works.
though, like the aggressiveness of the Demogorgon in the first 3 or the first 4 seasons really, and then how aggressive they were in this season? Like holy fuck, they were like crazy.